What's easy? Oh, yesterday session's easy. Yeah. When will it be published? It's not there on YouTube, huh? Not there on YouTube? Uh-huh. Then why my videos are not publishing on YouTube's? Let me check with them. Hmm. Already uploaded, huh? In YouTube videos there are not. But Srujana is saying that uploaded in YouTube, huh? Where it is? Uh, can you share the link for us? We too don't know. CloudFriend? You're talking about CloudFriend? I don't know, yeah. No, I think not uploaded. We are talking. We're talking about YouTube. Yeah, not uploaded. Hmm. Yeah, no problem. I'm checking YouTube, huh? Where it is. Yes. Let me check. Yeah, all are good. So let's get started now. So Docker is clear, right? Docker Compose, Docker. So I hope you guys are clear. Job readiness program also from today onwards, huh? How to handle this multiple challenges from today onwards. Yes, new batch has started, okay? Today onwards, morning 7:30. Okay. Okay. So who not attended can also can attend, sir. I'm not understand this logic. Who not attended can also attend means who not attended, who paid for before batch? Exam you are talking about. That please here, I don't know that. The screening test, I'm not aware of that the process and all. I don't know. Talk to admins only this. How they are planning. Okay. So Kubernetes. Okay. So yeah, new topic only. I told you right. From Monday onwards, Kubernetes we can start. Yeah. Hmm. So guys, these Kubernetes concepts, very important concepts, not easy to learn. Okay. But for us is very easy. For us is very easy means if you attend every day only. Try to come. My suggestion is try to come offline if possible. If you want expertise on Kubernetes. If you are from different countries, no need to come. Different states also no need to come. My whoever is very near to Naresh IT means 15 kilometers also from my point of view is near only. Whoever is very near to 15 kilometers, or if you are from different states also, if you want to come 1 month, yes, come and learn. This is very a good opportunity to learn Kubernetes here. What I difference are online and offline? Check with offline students. For my point of view, both are same, but definitely offline there is a good impact, right, compared to online, right or not? Even if I take online classes, complete online classes also, I don't know whether you are understanding or not. No one is there in front of me, right? So at the time when I'm explaining now, I don't know whether you are following or not. But offline, at least I can see at 20 faces, 30 faces, okay, you are following. But yes, offline definitely there is a good impact, guys, compared to online. But the impact only for 5% only. I'm not saying entire. I'm saying for non-ITs, career gap students, better to come offline. Okay. Mm. So Kubernetes classes, it will take 15 to 20. Okay. 15 to 20 sessions. Docker, how many days I took? How many sessions, guys? Anyone remember? 8 sessions, including Docker introduction is 8. I remember. So 20 plus 8, as I said, 30 days only for Docker and Kubernetes. 30 days means 30 sessions, including Saturdays also. So guys, Kubernetes is what? What is Kubernetes? It's a orchestration tool developed by Google. Google is developed this orchestration tool Kubernetes and released as a open source tool. Clear? Orchestration tool developed by Google, released as a open source tool. Okay. What is orchestration? Tell me, what is orchestration? Orchestration is development. Managing, very good. Managing. Next. Managing. Next. Okay, I can say arrangement. Okay. Managing and arrangement. And next. Can I say operate also? Operate. Orchestration is not comes under maintenance. Hey, very good. Planning. Okay. These are the keywords we can add for the orchestration. And now, let me show here the flow. For example, let me take a developer. Okay, let me take a developer. So developer is developed a one application. And after that, pushed into where? GitHub. Means GitLab also. Okay guys, here. So source code is there into where? GitHub. So this source code, if you want to deploy on containerization platform means what? Dockerization platform. Dockerization platform, input is what? Source code. Output is what? Docker output is what? Hmm? Image. Clear? Image. Very good. So now in this case, this source code, we have to build as a what? Image. Right or not? In this case, okay, guys, I will show you 2 points today. I forget to inform you actually. Push Docker image into private registries. I'll inform. I'll explain now after this example. Okay. So Docker image. Okay, let me take a Docker image. Yeah, I'll take this better. Okay, let's take a Docker image. This is Docker image. This image comes from where? Docker file. Very good. So this Docker file writes from where? This Docker file writes from which reference? Huh? This file, Docker file contains what? Instructions. The instruction depends on source code, right? Which Docker file you can write depends on the source code. Now, Docker file. Next is what? Docker image. Next is what? Docker container, right or not? But the thing, this is Docker container. Clear or not? Next is what? Container access we can give to end users. You tell me now. This container is orchestrated, a well maintained, a well managed, a well operated? No. How many containers are there? Only one. So if this container is down, application is down. Okay. So this process is not having no high availability. Agreed or not? No HA and no orchestrated. Okay. No high availability is enough. Okay. Not an orchestrated. So if container is deleted, application down. So in this case, this is not a correct process to follow. I need a well orchestrated tool. How many containers are required? How many nodes required and all. Okay. In this case, the concept will divide from here. Okay. The concept will divide from here. So this image is custom image or not? So this custom image you can push into any Artifactory tool. I'll explain now in 10 minutes. Very easy only. This is I'm using ECR, Elastic Container Registry. Okay. So this is AWS ECR, AWS tool where we can keep our message images. Now from here we can deploy into Kubernetes. From here we can deploy into Kubernetes. Okay. Clear till here now? So now we can focus this area. What is Kubernetes? What is orchestration tool and all. So guys, Kubernetes supports AML files. Means we have to implement the process through AML files only. Understand? So this AML file, in this AML file, we can define our requirements. So Kubernetes follows those instructions. Clear now? So how to interact to Kubernetes? By writing a AML file. Clear? By writing a AML file, we can interact to Kubernetes. How to give instructions to Kubernetes? By writing a AML file. In the YAML file, you need to add your requirements. Requirements what? How many replicas required? How many containers are required means? On which port it has to run? How to give access to this application? Everything through YAML only. Very simple YAML files. Okay? Very simple YAML files. Okay. So guys, Kubernetes having two type of nodes, guys. Nodes means here EC2. Two types of nodes. Here, node equal to EC2 instance only. Clear? Two types of nodes. One is control node. Second is worker node. Okay? Control node, worker. Two type of nodes only there in the Kubernetes. Worker node means where we can deploy our application. Control node means from where we can manage, control that node. Clear? Here, where we can deploy or run application. Control node, from where we can control the worker nodes. Worker nodes by using control node. Clear now? Control node. By using control node only, we can control all the worker nodes. Worker node where we can deploy. Just understand very high level. We will deep dive on these areas. Okay. Orchestration is nothing but what here. So we have a control node and worker node, right? So let me draw here one control node. Okay. This control node means Kubernetes. Clear now? Otherwise, let me add like this. This is control node. So you can give your instructions through what? YAML file. Understand, na? YAML file. So based on this YAML file, your instructions will work. Okay. Now my easier inside what? Image is there, right? Easier inside image is there, right? So now this image, if you run through Docker, container will create, right? Okay. If you run image through Docker by using Docker run command, container will create. But now after Docker image push to ECR, right? Did I run any container here? I'm not running. But this image directly request go to where? Kubernetes. So now, whenever you can run image by using Kubernetes engine, pod will create. Pod. Pod and container both are same. Pod, when pod will create, if you run image through Kubernetes, pod will create. If you run image through Docker run command, container will create. Why the different terminology we are using Kubernetes? Pod is nothing but there is a additional layer on top of the container. That additional layer will help to communicate your Kubernetes workloads. Understand? Container means Kubernetes is not responsible. If you add one more layer, that layer is Kubernetes layer. So Kubernetes is able to communicate. Understand the difference. Let's now, this is my container for example. Okay, I'm taking this container, I'm taking an example here. Container inside what, guys? Container inside. We should have what? Container inside what we should have, guys? Image, application. Right or not? Container inside, application is there. Application create from where? Image. Clear now? Let's add here oh sorry, application. This is container. Clear now? When this container will create, if you run by using Docker run command. Clear now? But now what is pod here? Pod is nothing but also container, guys. But the difference is what? One more extra layer will create. That extra layer, when it will create? When it will create this extra layer? If you run image through Kubernetes. Image is same. If you run image through Docker run command, container will create. Same image if you run through Kubernetes, install Kubernetes and run, pod will create. This extra layer is called pod. Here pod is nothing but a extra abstraction layer container is called pod. Okay. So there is an additional layer on top of the container is pod. When this pod will create if you run to Kubernetes. Clear now? Okay. Now I'm taking from this here to next slide. Wait here, wait. I will give you everything clarity. Clear now? Now tell me, this pod created by using what? Kubernetes. Here Docker help is what only? Only build image only. No need to run Docker container. No need to use any volumes. No need to use any Docker compose. No need to use any Docker networking concepts. That's what I'm saying every time. Docker file concept is the last concept for the Docker. I don't know, but maybe interview may they ask 2-3, maybe ask the questions what is Docker volume and network. Also no problem. But in real time, we are not at all using these concepts except Docker file. If application need container orchestration, go for orchestration tool, Kubernetes or OpenShift. But popular one is Kubernetes. OpenShift is not free tier. It's paid version. Red Hat has developed that. Okay. Okay. So guys, now tell me, this is my pod, right or not? Focus clearly what I'm trying to say. This pod run inside of where? EC2, right or not? Container also run inside of EC2, right? Inside of EC2. Very good, guys. Inside of EC2. Inside of EC2. Okay. So guys, now the point is, this EC2 is called, very good, worker node. Clear? As per my statement, where we can deploy application is worker node. My application running inside worker node or not? Perfect. Okay. Worker node. Okay. Let's you tell me, this pod created with help of what? AML file. Now, what is the drawback of Docker here? There is no replicas entry. There is no high availability. Container delete means delete only. But here in the Kubernetes, we can define replicas. Replica means how many copies we need for this application. Kubernetes runtime pod will create. When the Kubernetes runtime, the instruction we can give AML file. How many pods required? This application. You can give 4, 5, 3, your wish, your number. Clear? That AML file, let's go to here. What I'm going to say, first understanding the concept very high level. How to, where to where, the, process, then we can go for actual concept, how it will work. If you can see here, this is what, guys? Image. I'm saying, hey Kubernetes, take this image, give it image name is this one, container name is, but pod will create. And how many replicas? 3 replicas. And run on which port? 80 port. And I mean, I'm giving multiple instructions or not? Which port, which name, how many replicas. This is called AML instructions. I'm giving to Kubernetes. Clear now? 3 replicas means how many pods should create? How many pods should create? 3 pods should create. These 3 pods can run on how many worker nodes is the point here. Let's suppose these 3 pods can create in same node. Is this good? Is this good? Wait, don't go to control node, please. First focus here. Don't go to anywhere. Focus on worker node. I'll take you slowly into the Kubernetes concepts. If you confuse means you may confuse to me also. I'll take you your AWS knowledge. I'm your trainer for AWS also, right? I'll take you from that level. Wait. You tell me my end, how many pods are there? 3 pods inside 3 same applications or not? Is it good practice to deploy 3 pods in same worker node? Go to your AWS now. AWS point of view, in our AWS 3-tier project, we created 2 servers, different agents, right? Why? High availability. So we are not creating all 3 servers in same AZ. The reason, if one AZ may fail, still server will run. Now tell me, 3 pods run on same worker node. Worker node means what? EC2 instance. Now tell me, by seeing this EC2 is highly available now. We don't know. This EC2 down means 3 pods will done. This EC2 run on one AP south, 1A means, for example, one A may down, what will happen? Server will down, 3 pods will down. Clear what I'm trying to say? So in this case, what we can do? Create one more worker node for disaster recovery. Clear or not? Now, this is 1A. This is 1B. Creation of node is one-time job only. Understand? Clear now? 2 pods in one worker node, 2 pods in one worker node. Agreed or not? Yes. Okay, worker node 1. This is what? Worker node 2. Clear now? What I'm trying to say? Now, okay, 3 pods are running. Here, which pod can run on which node? How many pods are required? If one pod delete now, immediately one more pod will create. You no need to do anything. If you give replicas 3 means what? Hey Kubernetes, always I need 3 pods. That means if any pod will delete, immediately pod will create. This is called self-healing concept in Kubernetes. In this case, which pod can run on which node? How many pods required? If delete one pod, immediately pod create. This entire pods managing, pods operations, pod whatnot. This is called orchestration. Will take care by what? Control node here. This control node take care of managing a worker nodes. Control node, how you can give instructions? How to give instructions to control node? Control node. Very good. See AML file. This AML file, you can give instruction, control node will apply to worker nodes. Clear the concept now? Okay. Now control node is a CEO. Yeah. Control node, you are giving inputs through AML file. What is the input of AML file now? Main input of AML file is what? Huh? Main input of AML file is what? Docker file input, image, right or not? Image is an input, not a Docker file. Okay, let me write Docker image. Clear? What is the input of Docker image? What is the input of from where we can create Docker image? Docker file. Very good, guys. Docker file. Okay, okay. What is the input of Docker file? Source code. Very good. Who will develop this source code? Developers. ChatGPT. So funny, huh? Oh my God. See, developers use ChatGPT can create, but not ChatGPT, right? Clear the concept now? So in this case, your job is what here? Your job is what? Clear now? Means from here to here, your responsibility. Clear? Whatever we learn in AWS, right? Again, we are going to learn on Kubernetes. Same concepts again. Load balancer, auto scaling, launch template. Again, it will come everything. But the thing is, application not run directly on EC2 instance. Application runs on as a form of pod on any containerization engine, Docker or something. That will take care by Kubernetes. Clear the concept so far now? If you want to work with Kubernetes, you should know how to write a AML file. Clear or not? Perfect. Yeah. So this Kubernetes, guys, this worker node you can increase many worker nodes. For example, these two pods are taking entire hardware from the host mission. Your hardware is full. What we can do? Increase instance type, storage, or better create one more node. Sharing loads only, right? Like that. For example, your application, see, leave it worker node concept. Huh? Just I'm going to explain now. Focus now. This is your EC2 instance. This is your EC2 instance. Now, if you deploy your application inside the EC2 instances without Kubernetes, huh? Okay. Now, I'm talking about application running on inside EC2 instance, application running on inside EC2 instance. Now, guys, two servers are there, right? Inside server, one application, right? Next, I need high availability. What you can do? Auto scaling need to implement, na? Load balancer need to implement, na? Who can orchestrate? You can orchestrate, right? By creating auto scaling group. No, leave it for K8s. I'm talking about without Kubernetes. If there is no Kubernetes, two applications directly running on EC2 instance. So this EC2 instance scaling, you need to take care. This instance high availability, scalability, you can take care. And load balancing concept, you can take care. You can create AMI, you can create launch template and all. But here AMI means what? Docker image. Perfect. Understand the thing now? Yeah. So compare the AWS or any cloud, you can learn Kubernetes is very easy. Their input is what for auto scaling? AMI. But auto scaling you need to configure. But here input is what for my Kubernetes? Docker image. You no need to do anything. Kubernetes will take care. So orchestrator is Kubernetes? No. But before case, you are orchestrator for your application. In this case, 100 applications means 100 auto scaling groups, 100 load balancers. You need to create 100 AMS, 100 launch templates. How difficult it is to manage the things? Too difficult, right? But here, simple write a YAML file. 100 applications means use your brains now. 100 applications means how many YAML files should I write? 1 or 100? Huh? One more time. 100 applications, one Docker file or 100. Sorry. Okay. 100 applications, one Docker file or 100 Docker files? 100 applications, one Docker file or 100 Docker files? 100 Docker files. 100 applications means different source codes, right? Different source codes means different images will come, right? Different images will come means different Docker files only, right? 100 Docker files, 100 images. How many YAML files? 1 or 100? Okay. One YAML file instead 100 images are there, na? See this YAML file. YAML file input is what? Main input source is what? Image. But how many images you can create now? From 100 applications means how many Docker files? 100 Docker files. 100 Docker files means how many images? 100 images. 100 images means here each application different use case, right? Two replicas, 3 replicas. Each application different port numbers, right? Then how you can define 100 images here? If you define 100 images, 3 replicas means what? System cannot understand which image, which replica, which port number and all. In this case, we should write how many 100 YAML files. Just your job is what here? Write a YAML file. Write a Docker file, build image, write a YAML file. That's it only. But there, 100 load balancers you have to create, 100 target groups you have to create, 100 subnets you have to create, secret groups you have to create, protocols, launch templates, AMIs, auto scalings. Difficult or not to orchestrate? Even one application also you guys are doing 3-4 days, right? To create subnet, VPC and all. But now, nothing to do. Write a YAML file, that's it only. The YAML file will go to Kubernetes controller. Kubernetes controller will give the pods directly on the nodes. Clear? Their application directly running on node. That's what we need more nodes. Right or not? Their application directly deploy in EC2. That case we can increase EC2 count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. High availability for scaling. But now, your application running in the form of what? Pod. Pod means what? Inside container. Container inside dependencies are less. You can create a multiple containers on same node or different node. So now you tell me, by seeing this node high availability there or not? Node high availability there or not by seeing this architecture? Node high availability means what? One node down, one more node will come. Agreed or not? If node delete means still my application run or not? Run. Different node, same application is running. Inside node, my pod is deleted. Is there any problem? One more pod is there. So now by seeing this, can we understand this architecture gives pod high availability plus node high availability? Clear the concept what I'm trying to say? So we are coming days, we are going to be focused pod high availability plus node high availability. The concepts will come. Pod high availability talks about pod will delete, pod will create. Node high availability talks about node will delete, node will create. Clear? Node means what? EC2. Pod means what? Inside application. Pod will create. Clear? Yeah. Till here clear? Don't focus on how to create. Focus on why to create. Day one, day two, always why to create. If you focus how to, problem will come. Right or not? First understand the requirements and all. So we are very clear now. Kubernetes means we have a worker node, control node, AML files. These three required. AML files takes from where? Docker images. We can add into the AML file. AML will run, pod will create. KX is easier than Docker. Huh? Don't worry. See coming days. Kubernetes is a complex tool in DevOps. A very complex tool in DevOps. Others can feel like that. Yes, I do agree. Few concepts, not everything. Okay. Till now I felt easier. Okay. I told you right. My students can easily understand Kubernetes. I mean, if you focus from the day one, AWS, Azure, GCP, na, compare with that, you can easily understand. Okay. Now, the Tamil movie coming soon. No, no. You can easily understand. No Tamil movies. Straightforward movies. No dubbings. Okay. Okay. Let me log in. I will explain tomorrow, guys. The Kubernetes architecture, it will take one class. Okay. Half an hour is not enough to explain Kubernetes architecture. There are some components. No need to create anything. Containers and Docker run command not at all use anywhere. Just Docker build command only. Write a Docker file, build a Docker file. That's it. Remaining Kubernetes will take care. Translate it to be clear, right? You just, yeah. If you want to learn new topics, na, if you ping me, I will plan like workshops. Like other students also ping me. Why it is not working? Pluralsight. Did they remove my access? Okay. So how to, we can focus how to push image now into ECR. Then from tomorrow onwards, we can focus Kubernetes. Okay. So let me, I think project you completed, right? Docker Compose, I have seen your screenshots. Okay. Great, great. You may get a doubt why we are focusing always same project in multiple. The reason for better clarity. If you take same project for multiple environments, here focus is not on code. I'm indirectly saying to you, focus not on code, multiple scenarios, multiple approaches. If I change code, again you need to focus on code along with the new approach. Code is not our responsibility, approach is our responsibility. That's what same code means. Already you have a knowledge on code, directly, I mean, the same application, directly we can focus on different approaches. Understand? Yeah. If you want to deploy multiple different scenarios also, mind Python also there, Java also there. So you can go ahead. I will show even one of the workshop if required. Process is same. Docker file only difference. Understand? Yeah. If you want to deploy on AWS also, you can deploy. So this is, okay, I'll share the repository to you. So this is microservices. Not now. After Kubernetes, you can focus. Okay. Let's go to instance. I'm creating a Docker now. I'll take T2 medium. You can take micro. SG group. Let's connect a server. Okay. Install docker-y. So Ansible, GCP is pending, right? Okay, let me pull any image. I'm taking sample image, Docker pull Nginx, for example. So how to push this image into ECR? This is the concept now. So now if you can see Docker images, Nginx is there. Clear till here? So let's go to now ECR, Elastic Container Registry service in AWS. Here first we can create a repository. Okay, create a repository where we can add images. Repository. So now here, give here repository name as image name. My image is what here? Nginx. I will tell you why also. Create. So now, if you can see, view push commands means if you want to push this image from different server, you can follow this push commands. Okay, 4 commands. First is what? Login, authentication. If I try to push from here, definitely not possible. Why? Ask me to run AWS configure. Before that, what should I do? Create a IAM role from the server to easier I can use. Yeah, I'm using role only. Okay, role created. What should I do now? Go to instances. Update. Now go to server, up arrow, login succeeded. You are able to authenticate your easier now. Next command is what? Docker build -d nginx. Build already done, right? I mean, Docker pull already done, right? Image already there, right? You can ignore. Next is what? Docker tagging is required. So whatever name you are tagging now, this is the name I'm going to tag. So push time also I can use same tag. Okay, why? I need to push this account, this region, this easier, this repository. That's what you need to tag. If you want to push, you can give same required things here as a tag. Clear now? Docker tag. My Nginx, I'm going to tag. Now you can check Docker images. So I'm going to tag this Nginx as a. Now you can check Docker images. See now? Tagging is done. Now you can push whatever tagging you have done now. So in this push command inside, there is a details of which region, which account based on the tagging it will take. If you give Docker push Nginx means where it has to push, there is no clarity. But now there is a clarity. Which account, which region, which repository. So that we have to tag before and push that. Clear? So this is 4th command what I have given now. The last command. Clear? Yeah, you can. You can. Now come to easier. Open this easier. See latest image. There are not. So now this image you can give inside the YAML file. Clear? Which YAML file? Hmm? Hmm. Kate's YAML file. So click on this. You can give this URL inside the YAML file. So that will call, your Kubernetes will call this image from ECR. Clear the concept till here? Any questions? Okay. You can push to your Docker account also. Your Docker account already created, right? You guys are created Docker hub account, right? Sign in. You also created, right? Docker accounts. Yeah. So now, no, na. I told you to create one Docker account, Docker Hub account, right? Not discuss? Okay. Damn, I don't know. I don't remember. If it's Azure also same repository, service also there. ACR, Azure Container Registry. Okay. So this is Docker Hub create account like a GitHub account. This is your Docker account. You can see this is my account. Here also you can push the image into your Docker account. My Docker username is what? Veera Narni. You have to be tagged with this name. Clear now? And before that, your server is able to communicate your Docker Hub account. In this case, Docker login. Give the username. Next. Login succeeded. So from my EC2 instance inside, I'm trying to communicate Docker. I'm able to log in also. Now you can push the same image into Docker Hub account also. It's like a GitHub only, yeah. Even my nodes inside also. We have a 10 minutes of time. Okay. CMD entry point clear, guys, right? Okay. So Docker file is very important. In interviews, they may ask to write a Docker file. So simple, any one of the Docker file you can write and you can explain. That's it. Don't think much. This is very easy concept. So Docker push image easier process. Whatever I have explained now. Yeah. Next. Anyway, the process is easy. Let me show. Okay. Why it's not there here? Tagging. This is only ECR. But private. Yeah, here is there. Private registry. Okay. You will get clarity now. What is tag at least now? Docker login done, right? Next, Docker tag to your username. Understand why? For example, Docker push Nginx. Where to push? Where to push? No clarity, right? That's what we can do. Docker images. We need to tag my username. How? Docker Nginx. My username is what? Veera Narni. So you can give your username and tag Nginx like this. Yeah. Docker tag. Now Docker images. Tagging done, right? Veera Narni Nginx. Now Docker push. Now I'm saying Veera Narni means request will go to my username Docker Hub registry. Clear the concept? Same before tagging is what? My ECR. ECR, which account, which region I'm tagging, then push. The request will go to there only. Docker git push means what? Request will go to directly your repository. When you can run git remote -v, already remote is tagged background. That's what request will go. If you want to push specific branch, git push, give the branch. Specific here also same. Same concept pull also. Give. Already there, my end. Up to date. See? Clear? Before we log in, see, before you log in, correct. But how the request will take this username correctly? Understand? So I'm saying here my username, my image. For example, okay, if you push this without username, okay, Nginx, next time Jenkins will run pull command, right? How the request will take this Nginx exactly? It may take from Docker Hub registry, right? Public image it may take, right? But Veera.Narni Nginx is my image, not public image this is. But if you pull only Nginx, request go to where? Public registry. Veera.Narni means my username, my account request will go. So only request comes from my account means we have to tag username. How to log in Veera? Previous never created. First you have to create account. Without create, how to log in? How you can ask this question? Without Gmail, how to log in Gmail? Funny. We have a 7 minutes of time. Meanwhile, any questions? Any questions from anyone? At starting of DevOps and cloud, these like Aparchitudu movie. Yeah, okay. While pushing time is required, while pull time also required. You tell me first, without tag, Docker pull, Nginx means request will go to where? Docker Hub, not my Docker account, right? So if I give, request will go to where now? My Docker account. Understand the difference? Yeah. What high level? Please explain once again tomorrow at high level before new concept in. I didn't get you, Suresh. So once again, image pushing into ECR. Yeah, perfect. I will. Please join in time class, okay? If you ask me to repeat now, others may, it may create impact to others. Course has to complete, it's taking more time now. 5 months done now? Close to 5 months? Depends on you. If you want to extend this course to 6 or 7 months, if you're not joining in time and ask trainer to multiple times, I can't anything. Finally, you may say that my trainer, many classes, he may time pass like that. You don't know, right? At least from now, 5 months, April 16th. So now 16th will come, 5 months will complete. Huh? Okay. So, okay, easier concept, right? First we have to log in. Yeah, this is easier get login process. Once you log in, we have to tag it. Otherwise, request will go to different Docker Hub repositories. Docker push also maybe. For example, Docker push Nginx means there is no clarity here where to push. So that's what we have to tag before. So I'm tagging into this account. Now push it into same tag so that directly image will go to the same ECR repository, same region. Clear? For example, if I wrongly tag, request may not possible to push into the same account. Request may give wrong credentials or something it will give. Clear or not? Yeah. For example, see now. Sorry, not tag. Okay. I'm going to push now. I'm giving Nginx Y here. Yeah, easier repo name should be image, not condition. If you give here, you no need to change here. If you can see here, the push commands. Here you need to change. If you give different repository name, here you need to change your images every time. But here manually you can change, but Jenkins has to take care, right? So Jenkins blindly follow here, take same image, same is here. Repository, push also. Any questions from anyone? So tomorrow I'll explain Kubernetes. So this month and course will complete. Okay. So any questions? So one cloud concept I'm going to merge 10:30 or 7:30. 7:30 is not possible. 10:30. I mean, if I'm going to start GCP for 10:30 in this month, I will merge you into the same batch so that we can save at least 8 days. Understand? Yeah. Like that, I will plan either Ansible or GCP. Anything. One. Ansible is pending, right? So Ansible also it will take 1 week. GCP also it will take 1 week. Any one of the week I will merge 10:30. So both cases will complete Ansible. Like that I will plan. But not now. Let me complete. Last 1 week only I'm saying. First I will complete. Yeah, Argo CD also will cover. First we can complete Kubernetes and then go for next GCP or Ansible. If I go for Ansible, next GCP I will merge. If I go for GCP, next Ansible class I will merge. Last week. Yeah. At any cost, I should complete this month and otherwise 6 months is too difficult. No one has joined next batch. 6 months. Okay. But my suggestion, guys, maybe I can say only one thing. Maybe job may get late, but job will come definitely. If you learn almost all the concepts, definitely job will get. Maybe some cases may be late only. But without learning the concepts, if you search a job, not possible to get a job. Market is too competitive, right? Whoever learn more concepts only get a job. If you learn very important concepts, important points and all, we don't know. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.